If you're a QuickBooks customer looking to grow without the growing pains, you need the Intuit ERP, the AI native ERP that upgrades right from QuickBooks. Learn more at intuit.com/ERP.
Welcome to another episode of Hobby Nonsense. I'm alive, and Ray is a hero. That's how you start this episode. Ray is a...
Well, it's not every day that my co-host gets a parasitic infection.
Honestly,
in the stomach.
That's what it probably was.
I guarantee that's what it was.
I wish I could have taken some tests to know. I guess so. I said this on the other pod, but I'll just reiterate here. Apparently, you need to go 14 days before they will do a culture on your
stool,
on your caca,
your stool,
to see if you have one. That's what my doctor told me. To see if I have a stool.
To see if you have a parasite.
To see if I have the parasite, yeah. They said because I didn't have a fever, there were weren't other signs directly. But here's the other problem with all what I'm saying. When I went to the doctor, it was on Thursday because I went and got an IV.
Who's your doctor? Is it Levitt?
No.
Okay.
Actually, this was like a physician's assistant, which I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And it's not my regular doctor. It was like I could get in and see my doctor, but I'd have to wait another day, or I could go see her right then. So I was like, all right, I'll just go.
Special stool doctor?
Just a special sick doctor at the practice where I go to. And anyways, I mentioned I wonder if it's like this, I don't like saying diarrhea. I feel like it really throws people off.
Why?
I don't know.
That's what you had. You had diarrhea from a parasitic infection.
I had a stomach bug. Anyways, I said, I wonder if it's the diarrhea sickness that's going around. And she said, what? Which one? And
they didn't know?
Yeah, I was just like, at that moment, I was just like,
you need to get a new doctor.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't use her.
I'm surprised you're not.
First and only time I've used her. I'll go to my regular one from now on. But that said, she was like, even if it is a virus or something, since you don't have a fever, we typically don't do the culture until you've had it for 14 days. I'm just like, who wants to wait?
So if you
I've had it for a week, that should be more than enough time. But that's just my opinion. Because
the doctor looked and was like, oh, this guy's
just to be clear, this is not like diarrhea. I've got IBS.
Explosive diarrhea.
This is oh my goodness, my stomach. I honestly said to Sam, I was like, babe, I think I have stomach cancer. I don't know what this is. I can't.
Did they test for stomach cancer?
No. I mean, they didn't test for anything. All she did was have me lie back. She's pressed on some parts of my stomach. She's like, okay, it's definitely on your upper, your actual stomach, not down in your intestines. Cause it was sore to the touch. So anyways.
What was sore to the touch?
My stomach.
Your stomach?
Yeah. So they do all that. By Friday, Friday evening, I was like, oh, I feel hungry. And not only do I feel hungry, it's I'm not in pain right now. And so that's where we discovered okay, I'll have something other than the brat diet, the banana, rice, applesauce toast. That's what they had me on. It's really the only thing I was eating. I think I had 2,000 calories between Sunday night and Thursday. I did lose 11 pounds, so that was cool. Granted, one meal, and I think I gained 3 pounds back because I'm sure I was also super dehydrated. So that didn't help anything. But yeah, after Friday afternoon, I had a regular meal and didn't die and felt okay. And then after that, it was I was back to normal. It was it's such a quick turnaround too, where it's you go from, oh, I'm sick, I'm dead, I can't get out of bed, to the next day, I'm yeah, feel fine. Nothing happened. So very,
but
very
it's
weird.
In your stomach, right? You don't feel.
Yeah.
And then you had diarrhea.
The biggest problem too with a lot of this is, well, I shouldn't say one of the bigger problems with it is you can't sleep. You can't, because you're up all night
because of the diarrhea, not the pain. I just want to reiterate the reason why I keep reiterating this is because I had something to where I couldn't sleep, and it was a really big pain. It was my gallbladder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the reason I couldn't sleep is because I sleep on my side, and if I lay on my side, it would just it was compressing my stomach or something, and it just sent me straight in there. It would hurt really bad, and I wouldn't fall. I'd fall asleep on my back, and then I'd wake up on my side, and it'd be oh, I've got to run to the bathroom. So Yeah, it was a whole so I was no energy, lack of sleep, and just sick in pain. I don't wish it on anybody. It was awful, but I'm back and it's over.
But the real MVP
is you.
Is that porcelain throne that you sit on.
Can we not talk anymore about bathroom stuff? Please, Ray, please. You were on vacation and you saved the day. I wasn't I fully was thinking when we were going to do the pod where you're remote and I'm here. And I was like, all right, well, I'll do my best to cover as much as I can. So he can just kind of be there and tag along. Instead, you had to carry the whole show on your shoulders. And I'm going to tell you, nothing but positive feedback. Granted, there was a lot of people who said oh, we missed you. We love having you on. That's very
I like to call
kind.
those the sports boy marks.
Well, it's just the kindness that they were hoping I felt better.
Your video, and you're like, I'm not dead, guys. I'm still alive. Pray for me, everyone. And they're like, oh, sports boy. You're alive. Thank goodness.
Certain amount of jealousy in your voice. I don't know. I don't care for it because you should be proud.
I'm proud.
You're proud of yourself.
Dude, I'm excited that you're here.
Shut
that your parasitic infection is gone. If I see, if your chest starts moving and I see an alien burst out of your chest, then we have a different problem.
You know what? Let's just go ahead and lay that down as a rule all the time. No matter just coming off a sickness or not. If you ever see anything burst out of my chest, let's go ahead and assume there's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
That's
problem.
good. Today's episode, 5 minutes in, and we're now getting to that point because Ray won't let me compliment him about how well he did. And he won't
I do not take compliments well.
No, you don't. And we're going to work on that. It's okay. But it's a humility thing and I appreciate it. This week or today's episode, we've got Funcle Cards. Matt Hathorn is going to join us. Because we need a Disney update because some things are just still absolutely insane. I think some areas may, I wouldn't say cooled off, but it's a good thing to me when something has not gone up 25% in a week because it's granted, if I own it and it goes up 25% in a week, I'm very happy. But for the overall market, it makes me very concerned. So I'm kind of glad to see some things have not done that, but we're going to talk to Matt when he comes on about that here in just a few minutes. Here's the problem though. I didn't realize we were going to have so many other things to talk about. And I'll just preface with Matt, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do a shorter segment. We can't do a full episode.
Or we can just have a Matt extra episode.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'll be back on Monday to record the episode normally.
Oh, when are you you going to Fanatics Fest?
Going to Fanatics Fest, yeah.
Are you excited for anything in particular in Fanatics Fest?
I'm excited for the things that I don't know what's going to happen. The things that I kind of know already, it's I'm less excited because I know how it goes. But there's a lot of events going on. The Ryan Reynolds is supposed to be there on Sunday now. That just got added.
Are you a big Ryan Reynolds guy?
I think he's hilarious. I've been watching him since Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. And then since Two Guys and a Girl, when they dropped the pizza place.
Sounds like something I didn't mean to download on the internet.
It was a show, I believe, on ABC. And it was
never heard of it.
It's where Ryan Reynolds kind of got his start for a lot of people, at least for me. He was very funny. I remember from watching that show thinking, this guy's going to make it. And guess what? He made it. He made it, baby.
Not only that, but also in professional soccer. You need to ask him about that if you get to rub elbows.
I'm kind of guessing that's why he's in New York to begin with.
Well, his team is in...
Yeah, but I'm sure he still enjoys the sport and would love to be at the final event for the World Cup.
Oh, for sure. So who wouldn't?
So he's there on Sunday. That'll be cool. I think I'm gonna bring the sport or the Buzz Lightyear outfit. I don't know if it's the place for it.
Why?
This is more of
that is the place for it.
No, this is if I was going to San Diego Comic-Con, which
sir, listen,
dude, I want to go to San Diego Comic-Con so bad. I keep seeing all this stuff.
Well, here's the thing. First, you need to go to Nashville Comic-Con, and then from there,
been to that? Is it any good?
I've done it all. I've been to Middle Tennessee anime convention. I've been to the Nashville Con. Dude,
are they good?
I'm boots on the ground, baby.
I know, but I don't hear you talking about them.
That's what I talked about this in the last pod, the solo Seaside chats. That
I like that.
You and I
did you stay in Seaside?
Yes, very close there.
Dude, Seaside's nice. That's where they filmed the Truman Show. Did you talk about that?
I did talk. Okay. No, I didn't, but that's I didn't know.
Yeah.
But you and I live completely two different lives.
Sorry,
But
I took a
we-
sip right there. I didn't know I was going to have to react so
there's a
quickly.
Venn
I wouldn't say
diagram.
completely different.
Oh, you and I live completely different.
Well, you
lives.
can't say that because if
You
you're
live-
saying Venn diagram and completely different,
Well, there's a small portion, and this is the table.
I don't think it's small. I think it's bigger than you think. But
I
I am glad that there is not as much of an overlap because I think it gives us a wider
That's
breadth
why.
of things
That's
to talk
why
about.
this podcast works.
Because we usually would just hate each other, right? That's
If we
what
were,
you're saying.
that's right.
Yeah, we would just hate each other if we didn't have so little in common.
That's right.
Well, here's
what were
the thing.
we talking about?
You know, let that be a good lesson for when we lose Matt and we start talking about other things again.
Can I bring something up really quick, and then we'll get off the subject?
He's in the waiting room, so yeah, go ahead.
Just really quick. I know
Go
that
ahead.
you talked about Fanatics Fest, and it's during the World Cup final.
Yes.
This is we're in America, and I am a big soccer fan.
Yes.
I enjoy soccer. So
Who's your team? Is
when
Mexico?
the world, yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to reiterate that when Mexico played England,
Yes.
that the overall ratings for that was more than the NFC and NFC championships combined.
Oh,
That
really?
watched in America.
That's
Not-
fantastic. Well, I mean, think about it. Like you've got a lot of, I guess, Englanders or fans of English teams here, but you also have a much larger fan base in Mexico teams here. To have the two of them together, I think that'd be pretty big.
But I'm just saying, like, people are sleeping on soccer as a sport, especially globally. That I don't think people are. Yeah, they're not paying enough attention like they should.
Well, I think that this is a great litmus test to see how does the market, the card market specifically, how does it react after the World Cup? Do we keep this alive? Does the momentum continue, or does it die down? So these are really sports conversations for us.
I know. I just wanted to reiterate that because it's more cultural than sports related, and
I like that.
Yeah, it's more of it's deeper than just buying a card, looking into flip or whatever. So,
Okay, I can.
But I'll give you
this.
a little sports, then we'll get off the
Tell me.
subject. There's a Mexican player. His name is Gilberto Mora,
Okay.
17 years old.
Ooh, another 17.
17
love
years
these young
old. He's
soccer
really
players.
good. He's really good. His parents won't let him play in England till he's 18. They've been calling since he was like 14 years old. So he finally turns 18, I think, in the fall. He's supposedly he's already signed with the English team, but they haven't told us which one it is.
That's someone you're keeping an eye out for, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Let's bring on Funcle. Let's talk some Disney, do some Disney updates, and then we'll cover everything else that we got to talk about. Because I've got Disney Sapphire is coming out soon. Star Wars Galaxy is coming out super early this year. Literally this week, there's a pre-sale. Marvel Mint, Upper Deck E-Packs I wanted to talk about. And specifically, I wanted to also go into some stuff about Star Wars. But let's go ahead and do Disney.
Can I give my rundown?
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. Please.
Pokemon Pitch Black releases this week.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Pokemon 30th anniversary, huge leaks coming out.
I want to talk more about that.
Did a video on that.
I saw that.
Sam's Club is releasing an Ascended Heroes box. OP17 is coming out.
Okay.
And maybe talk a little Dodgers Luffy. I didn't touch on that last.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
All right. Cool. All right. We're gonna bring on Matt Hathorn of Funcle Cards.
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
Okay, so Matt Hathorn has joined us. Now, Funcle,
Hey-o.
how the heck are you, and why can't we see you?
Friends. We try.
We did.
I mean, we're over 40. Technology has passed us by.
I'd blame the internet at the office. I think it's honestly because there's no way there's this many people that have that bad of internet, and this has happened too many times. So
Too many times.
we are moving into a new office here very shortly, a new studio, and that will hopefully fix some of this.
I blame data centers.
Data, yes, all the data centers, and then some. The ones that are here and the ones that will still come. All right, Matt, we wanted to have you on for a Disney update. So since you were on, when was the last time you were on the pod?
Gosh, I was back on end of May or beginning of June.
So it was April of this year, and
April 1st was the first time I came on.
Oh,
and then
It
I
was
was
like May
on
to June, late May, early June.
Yeah,
oh,
During
that's right.
PokeFest, he came.
Yeah,
We all
yeah.
set up, which ironically enough, I posted some behind the scenes pictures on our Instagram.
I love that you did that. That was fun. Since then, since what, May, and in that time we thought the Disney market, we could already tell the Disney market was increasing. What have you
there were
seen?
indications. And since then, it's gone Captain Insano.
Okay. So that's the exact definition I would have said. Captain Insano, obviously.
Yep.
Shout out to Paul White.
Who's Paul White? Is he the guy in Waterboy who played Captain Insano?
Correct.
I
The
didn't know
real
that.
professional wrestler. The Big
Wow.
Show.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That's great. I thank you for that, Ray. And this is why he is the co-host or the host of the show. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about Captain Insano Disney cards. Why is it that the market is doing what it is? And is it doing it for all Disney cards?
So 2023 D100 is the main focus. It hasn't. A rising tide floats all boats, right? So the ripples have touched 2024 and 2025. But 2023 is up 5x since May 28th. So in the last 6 weeks,
That's
5x.
Do you find
And
it to be
24
across all all characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because that set is so limited to 100 characters that I've sold absolute bottom tier characters like Raws for $450 for a purple. And that was a $75 card 2 months ago.
Raws from
Raw, like not graded.
Oh, I was like,
No, Monsters Inc.
Oh,
right. Okay.
sorry.
All right. Just wanted to make sure we were clarifying. So Roz from Monster Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Thank you for that. So obviously not a huge character by any means. But
Right.
the fact that purple, which is out of $2.99, sold PSA 10, I assume.
Yep. Yes,
PSA 10 sold for $450, and just a few months ago it was a $75 card.
Yep. And every 10 I'm posting, and it's few. I'm not listing most of my cards because without auctions, I can't keep up with the market as a seller. So I'm not listing most of my 10s.
Wait,
Because I'm like, the market is increasing so quickly. There's no reason for me to post these.
yeah, you just decide to hold it instead.
Exactly. And when I do post a 10, I will have an offer for it within hours. Almost regardless of parallel, regardless of character. If I'm within 20% of the last comp,
You'll get an offer.
instant.
Okay.
Instant offers. Yep.
And I guess when I'm looking right now, I'm trying to go back I only want to look at sales from, let's call it this year. We'll just say January 1 is what I wanted to look
April
at.
1st.
Well,
90 days.
I am just curious from the beginning of the year too, just to see where we've come from even before that. Cause I think in April, wouldn't you say it was already up some or no?
Trending, right? But nothing like it's been in the last 3 months. Look, the most easy sale to look at was the huge one that sold on Golden. The 2023 Mickey Mouse out of 28. The Mickey Mouse Refractor PSA 10.
Oh yeah.
Red black refractor.
Mm-hmm.
Middle of April, that sold for $8,000.
And
then 2 weeks ago, it sold for $62,000.
$62,000. That's, I mean,
Eight 8X, right? But that's the very high end,
Sure.
right? That's pinnacle. That's Grail card. That's every collector wants that card.
Yeah.
But 8X is wild in 3 months.
Are you, so this is 2023 we're talking about. Are you
Yep.
trying to still find this, or have you basically given up on that?
I'm priced out of my own cards.
Yeah.
Right. I look at some of the cards I have and I'm like, I can't afford this.
Yeah.
And so I haven't given up, right? Because I'll watch almost every auction that ends just to see like what's trending, where we're still going.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't bought a graded card on auction for 2.5 months, right? Just because I can't afford it.
So are you only going after numbered cards? Do you look at refractors or base graded cards for Disney 100?
Like a Jafar refractor, right? Again, bottom tier character, sold for 200.
Mm-hmm.
PSA 10. So that means every refractor is $200.
Every refractor is $200. Really? Because is Jafar, you think, one of the
PSA
lowest?
10.
I would think like it would be like one of the what is it? There's a couple movies that had just come out that they did cards for.
Like Elio or something like that.
Onward.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Onward, or like maybe like was it, were the Madrigal family in that set? They weren't they?
Mirabelle was in there.
Okay.
Canto.
Bruno was in there. Hector de la Cruz. But you can lump all of them together. All this shows is how many people are doing sets.
Okay. So you're obviously still seeing that those cards are being purchased, and you're saying if it's a refractor in a PSA 10, $200 is probably the minimum.
Yeah, 100% the minimum.
Now, what about base cards? Are you messing with that at all?
Yeah, but again, like I'm 3.5, 4 months. I'm getting those cards back now. So in my so I graded maybe like 30 or 40 base cards of all of the most popular characters.
30 or 40.
And a mini base PSA 10 is $500.
A mini base, a base card is $500.
And 10.
And a Mickey base is $750, $800 PSA 10. So super valuable, right? Lots of value there. And I've had a number of people reach out and be like, "Hey, I've seen a couple of your reels where you're showing base cards. I'm going to try to do a set. Are you going to be getting more back?"
Oh,
so people have moved past refractors even to just the base.
Yeah,
trying to get them in PSA 10s.
Since we had talked, I went out and I did some purchasing back on July 1st. It was between June 30th and July 1st. Like it was all from like literally 11 p.m. till like 1 a.m. I just went out and just started looking for cards. And I know on Whatnot, I found like some sellers that were selling a few. Some were graded, some were raw. But I ended up just buying because I just look for marketplaces where I'm like, maybe this is untapped or maybe people haven't found it yet. And I found all right, a base PSA 10 Genie from Aladdin.
Okay.
What do you think that should go for?
I think today you could probably sell it for 120, 150.
Okay, so I did pretty okay. I bought it for $48.
Yep. Nice.
Nice.
I also, so what about PSA 9s? Now that's another story.
The numbered are doing well.
Okay.
They haven't kept pace with the 10s, but their popularity has increased.
And I assume that's also just because people want a option that they can actually afford and still get the card. And so it's like a PSA 9 would be cheaper than a 10. Yeah. But it's also like, it's not like there's a ton of base even.
We've talked about it. Like they're so slept on. Like 8s and 9s are really good looking cards. There's not going to be damage on them. And if you're doing a set, right, you can do a set of 8s for less than raw.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wonder if it'll stay like that though. I wonder if it'll stay like that.
Right. That kind of how we get into like what's going to happen with PSA. What's happened since PSA paused their grading.
Yeah.
And how many 10s are going to be available?
I do want to talk about PSA, the close down or the shutdown of PSA and the effect
Sure.
on the non-sport card. But before we do, so the other cards that I had purchased it was mainly raw. I didn't even find many refractors, but it was like graded raw cards, and then I'm sorry, not graded base cards. And those base cards were like an Anna PSA 10.
Nice.
It was a base PSA 10. I can't find it. Like, I can't find a sale for one of those cards. Am I just missing things like that? Or like, where would you go if you wanted to search something? Because I go to like Card Ladder and I just type in PSA 10 Anna, just to see if anything will come up. And I'm not pulling anything.
Well, yeah, you have to remember, like before this D100 set, base cards were virtually worthless. Nobody graded base cards of any other set.
Yeah.
And so people just haven't graded them and sold them.
Okay. Yeah. Cause like I see one that sold back on April 3rd for $100.
Yep.
And I bought mine just, like I said, July 1st. So what was that? Less than 2 weeks ago. I bought mine for $108. And I was like, you know what? I think that's not bad.
I just got 2 Elsa 10s back. I'm going to list one for 1,000.
Jeez.
Just to see if anybody's interested. I imagine it'll end up selling for about 700. Elsa has kept pace with Mickey. So they're like neck and neck for top spot now. And Anna, I would say, is maybe 40%, half that. So 250 to 350.
Wow.
But there's just so few base cards graded. There's going to be top 0 of some base cards, like Sid or the Onward twins. Right? Nobody has thought to grade those.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, but actually, before we
leave Disney,
I was going to say,
but
I still want to talk about 2024 Disney.
Yeah. So 2024 has really started to pick up. Over the weekend, the Speckle, right? The out of 101, the kind of unique parallel for 2024 monster sales. Cinderella, Lightning McQueen, both at 1,500.
Jeez.
There hasn't been a Mickey for sale, a Mickey 10 for sale in 3 months, 4 months. I sold one in a private sale 2 weeks ago for 5,000.
Well, it was a Mickey. What was the number?
Out of 101.
Out of 101 from 2024.
101 Dalmatian.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And
$5,000 for 2024. Okay.
Yep. And Disney Sapphire is really starting to pick up. So we've talked about it before.
That's
limited bait.
That's the one that's less surprising to me. The 2024 makes more sense just because of the fact that the 2024 Sapphire makes more sense because that was the first Sapphire product for Disney. This being the second year for Disney Chrome, I would have, I'm glad to hear it's going up, but I'm more surprised on that one than I am, I guess, on the just regular Sapphire.
I think the thing will be the 101, right, is a unique parallel. And so what do collectors like? Uniqueness. Like, oh, I have this very specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still able to do a set of 101 cards of the 101 parallel.
Yeah.
So same thing with the diamond, right? The diamond parallel from 2023, far more valuable than out of 100 or out of 75.
Okay.
Just looks different.
Yeah.
It's unique every year. So that'll hold that parallel will hold a lot of value for 2024. And then the Sapphire and even the base Sapphires now in PSA 10s, Mickey is 1,500.
So obviously we're seeing an increase in 2024 Disney Chrome. We know 2023 is taking off. Anything in 2025? Because I'm curious because I've been seeing some sales for 2026 and I am kind of surprised at what some of the cards have done as far as they are still selling. Like Judy Hopps, I think sold for $15,000 for her Superfractor. There have been a few other sales at that or higher. In fact, the guy who actually, it was his daughter, reached out to me from the eBay Hobby Nonsense page. he said that his daughter pulled from a blaster, mind you. That's a whole other conversation for this year's product, but but she pulled the Snow White Superfractor. In fact, he's looking for people who are interested in that card. I told him I would put out the call today. If anybody is interested, let me know, and I can maybe like get you guys together or work something out. But that said, I don't know what that card is valued at, because you look at like the past Superfractor sales, and like 2023 and 2024, they sold for, I think, around 15,000 or so. But that was also, their sales were, I think 2023's was 2020. It sold in 2024. So it's like 2 years ago was that sale. So excuse me, I'm getting myself choked up. It's nowhere near what it would sell for today. So like, I don't know how to price these things. Like 2025 and 2026, I'm getting more questions on than answers, I think.
For the major characters, they'll always have value.
Yeah.
Right. Your top 20 characters are going to be sought after. There are so many collectors for those specific characters that you're never going to have an issue selling those popular characters. And with 2025, the issue you're going to run into is the gem rate was so poor, right? 30%, that you're not going to be able to, that PSA 10s will hold an absolute premium for 2025.
Okay.
But I as a seller haven't graded a 2025 card in 6 months because I can't, right? I can't take that chance of a 30% gem rate.
Sure. Yeah.
So the 10s have done very well. The 9s, okay. But I haven't seen that much of an uptick in raw for 2025. And 2026, we don't know how it'll grade.
Are you of the opinion that like just to stick away or stay away from 2025 as far as like long-term investing goes, or is that more of a you're just not sure right now, or you don't want to take the chance because of the grading being so poor?
Yeah, I'm just not taking the chance.
Okay.
I think with 25 and going forward, specific characters will hold value, but like the lower tier characters, a Jafar Refractor from 25 will never sell for more than $30. He's not even in 2025, but a lower tier character like that.
Really? Okay.
A Refractor will never have any.
Okay.
No love for Jafar.
I guess in that case, what about like the other Disney ones? Like any other Disney product that you think is doing well? Because I mean, there are other Disney products out there, right? Like there's Topps Genesis that had Disney characters in it. Then you also had like Disney Wonder, and you had Disney Neon and a few other ones. I'm trying to think of any older ones, but
right there was Disney Mint.
Yeah,
there
Mint.
was the Toy Story set. The Toy Story set was popular. Disney Neon was very popular. All of the rest have really trailed off.
Really? Okay.
None of the like medium tier, lower tier characters really hold much value. So, right, Topps Chrome flagship, everybody wants it.
Okay.
And 23 and 24, right? You can still get 24 Sapphire for moderately cheap. Compare the 24 prices now to 23 prices last year, and it's 1/8 of them.
Wow. This
is just the beginning for 24. It's a fantastic product, short print. Still, guys, it's much, much more expensive than it was 2 months ago, but it is still reasonable, and there's still a lot of upside.
All right. So what do you think the effects of the PSA pause have been for the non-sport world? Because again, we talked to you about this because not only are you a huge Disney collector, but if no one's joined us for the Sunday breaks or the Sunday auctions on eBay with all of Funkle's cards, you should know he is a huge grader, but also a grader of everything, just non-sport in general. And so because you submit so much to be graded, you have a better perspective than most.
Yeah. Like I graded about 1,000 cards per month, and I haven't said anything off. I haven't said anything off to anyone, just waiting to see what the market does. And right now the market is doing the same thing. It's just waiting.
Interesting.
So SDCC cards, a 10 is the same value as a roll.
Whoa.
Just nobody cares.
Wait, for non-sports?
for Disney in particular.
Oh, for Disney. Okay.
And like, oh yeah, obviously vintage sports, right? Completely separate. So this is only for non-sport.
Yep.
And I focus on Disney because that's like, I watch literally every auction that ends for 23 and 24.
Yeah.
So literally like a week ago, a dopey gold SGC 10 sold for $450. And PSA 10, that would have been $1,600, $2,000.
That's so ridiculous to me. I mean, like, do you not, like, if it's ridiculous to me and it's crazy to others, how is it that people aren't paying more for it?
Well, what are you going to do with it?
I mean, I guess.
I mean,
crack it. I would like.
issue.
I'd crack it. I mean, if nothing else, crack it and resubmit
and wait.
But yeah, I guess.
And
how long do you wait?
And wait, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like nobody wants to pay $80 to grade a card, and if it looks off center, it's going to come back as a 9.
Yeah,
and you've sunk $500 into that for 6 months.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Go ahead.
And collectors, right, myself included, like uniformity. I want all of my cards, all of the slabs with PSA 10.
Okay.
So a Bell Purple SGC 10 in July, $345. That's a $1,200, $1,300 card in PSA. So there are cards that go unsold. 200 Pluto SGC 10 went unsold at auction for $250. And raw, that card is $250. So people aren't even paying raw prices for it.
Why not?
Because but this is overall, raw prices are like staying steady. They're not increasing with the PSA numbers. Because you're going to be holding these cards and you don't know what's going to happen with PSA.
Yeah. So you think there's just a lot of timid folk out there right now because they don't want to buy something, especially if it's raw or graded by anybody other than PSA.
I don't want to buy a $30 card and have to pay $50 to grade it.
Sure.
And then, right, how much am I going to be able to sell that for? 120 maybe?
Yeah.
So, right, that just doesn't make financial sense for me as a seller. And so it's the uncertainty, right? Markets hate uncertainty. And that's what we have right now with PSA.
Are you then, like, do you just have like a huge backlog of cards you're waiting to send off?
Probably like about 2,000.
How many more are you waiting on?
I think I've gotten 7 orders back. PSA is speeding up. So whatever they've done, it is working. I think I still have 23 or 24 orders there.
What do you know what that equates to?
Card wise, probably about 3,000 to 3,500.
Wow. Okay.
But the instant, like I get an email, I get a notification, hey, PSA has unpaused. I am submitting all 2,000 of those cards. And so they're going to be slammed.
Yeah.
So if anything, right, if they ever bring back value bulk, it'll be tiered. So they'll be like, okay, we're bringing back this value.
Mm-hmm.
So then some people submit. And okay, now we're bringing back this value and just see how it goes.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, I am very ready for PSA to open back up. But at the same time, I think you're right. We're just going to find ourselves in that situation again, unless they do something else, which it was your idea originally. I think you had said you don't think they are opening back up for bulk.
I don't think so. And unless they double the number of graders they have, I'm sure they're working on it right now.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine them putting it back up for $25 a card.
So for the National this year, I mean, because you haven't been to Fanatics Fest, so I'm not going to ask you anything about that because I don't know if you'll necessarily know what to expect there. But for the National this year, do you have any expectations for the? Because I mean, it's not a non-sport show, right? It is mainly more sports, but there are opportunities there. What you went last year, what are you thinking this year?
Yeah. So last year I brought a bunch of cards to sell.
Oh, I remember. Right? It was an amazing collection.
It's probably 300, 400 of the 101 speckle cards. And this year, I'm not bringing any to sell. I'm going to bring like my super high end, just like show off, maybe work out like a 5-figure deal.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of questions I'm getting with every reel I make is within 5 minutes, how much for this? How much for this? How much for this? And a lot of them, the buyers at the National are not going to be paying the prices that I would like.
Sure.
So it's not, because they're going to try to resell it, right? And they have to create their own margin. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So the market is so hot, I'm like, I don't really need to sell to you guys anymore.
So can I ask you then, you're holding all your other cards, the Disney 100 cards. You're not selling
D100, 24 speckle, and all of my Sapphire 10s.
So that is what you are currently holding.
Yep.
But you're also not selling those cards at the National. You're not planning on selling them online anywhere. What is your plan with them? Because like my thinking is, can we go much higher than it is now for at least for some of these characters? And if we are at a peak, that would mean to me like, oh, well, it's going to come back down. So if I sold now, I could probably buy back in at a lower price.
Ray, what was a very large Pokemon sale in the past 2 weeks?
There's been a lot. The Mew, Gold Star Mew PSA 10. They did. I talked about this on the last podcast. I can't remember, but it recently sold for I can't remember an exact number. $192,000 in a PSA 10, and 3 months ago was $86,000.
So 192 from you, right? The Mickey Absolute Grail card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comparable did 62,000, right? There's still upside.
But I mean, like the only difference is like it did 62,000. And what did you say the last sale was again? You said the sale before that $8,000.
That's crazy.
How long ago was it? April. So within 2 to 3 months,
3 months,
it went from 8,000 to 62,000. That is what, almost an 8x increase. Do you have like a number that it gets to where you're like, okay, I'm going to consider selling? Like, does it need a 10x, 20x? What?
A million.
So you don't plan on selling?
I'm in it. I will sell off my lower tier characters. I'll sell off my refractors, the pinks, but the higher end stuff, this is your opportunity, right? This is our generation's Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
Right. This was being able to buy Charizard 10 years ago.
Well, it reminds me of like on the SCN pod, they had a guy who is very big into basketball collecting. I think Mike talked to him last week, where he has a PMG Jordan. I can't remember the year, but it was one of these cards it's the card I believe that O'Leary had at the white party around his neck that he was saying was like $1 million.
Did you see? Well, you were there, weren't you?
You saw it in person, right?
Yeah,
because you were there.
Both of you. Stop.
That's where you got your parasite.
Stop of you both. All right. So
from O'Leary, and Logan Paul.
But the point is like
now.
He bought that card for, I believe he bought it for, I want to say like 5,000 or maybe 8,000 in like 2016. A PSA 4 of that card, and he has a PSA 10, mind you. PSA 4 just sold for 500,000. And he has a PSA 10 of that card. So that's $1 million. It's over $1 million for sure. So he has that. And I'm thinking to myself, man, just a few years ago, like literally like 10 years ago, that card was, I don't know, a tiny fraction, 5%, right? I don't know.
I mean, it's weird, right? I mean, we can do this all day long. Like the same thing with the Poncho Pikachus. I remember seeing them on eBay, and I can buy sealed boxes for $200 thinking that's too expensive. We just had a Gold Star Rayquaza card that just sold for $692,000 in the PSA 10.
Yeah.
3 years ago, it sold for $38,000. So we can do this all day long.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's the question though. Are we not at
Disney
the top?
market the Disney market is so unique that so few people knew about it. Everybody knows where these huge cards are from the D100, from the 2023 D100 set. Everybody knows where all 5 red Mickeys are.
Oh, they do?
They're owned by like 10 people. Every monster card is owned by 10 people. 2024, all of the super high-end Mickey, Minnie, Elsas are all owned by like 20 people. It's so small. And people are finally like, oh my God, these are awesome.
Yeah. I guess my thinking is, okay, that's a very tiny market. If they're not out there buying up all of these, are there going to be others that will buy them up, and will they pay the same prices?
Oh, they're good. I've had so many people that be like, oh, I've been doing sports, but I don't like the returns. I mean, modern sports, the return is horrible.
Yeah.
Right. It's all speculation. We've talked about this before. And he's like, so I'm looking to branch out. And so I did a deal with this guy for $25,000 2 weeks ago. He bought 16 cards. He's like, I see. He's the guy who bought the 101 Mickey for $5,000. He's like, the potential here is unlimited.
By the way, when I said 5%, that was way off. If it's over $1 million and you paid $5,000 for it, then that's like how it's
Cheap.
What is that?
2.5%.
0.25%. So yeah, that is insane to me. And the fact that we're talking about that could happen with a Disney card it's very exciting, but it's also insane to think about. And my thinking is, you're probably exactly right, everything you said, but it still would be hard for me to hold. But I think that's why we talk about it right now. Is like, hey, if you got a bigger character, you just happen to have one of those cards, hold it. From those sets, hold it.
If there are 30,000 people that want to buy an Umbreon PSA 10 for $5,000, right, there are easily 30,000 people that want to buy a Mickey Mouse for $5,000.
Really? Because here's the thing. Here's the one thing that we haven't done or talked about. Ray does not agree with us. Because I will say, I do think that
just the Disney 100. That's, if I were to be investing in what Disney cards right now, it would be Disney. It would only be Disney 100.
Okay.
All this other stuff, the new Disney Chrome 2026, 2025, I just don't think it's going to hold its value over time. I can be completely wrong. I hope I'm completely wrong.
Yeah.
But I just don't think there's enough people collecting it besides those 5 whales out there that want the big cards. And that's just my opinion. I don't know.
Well, and
it's still it'll be the top 20 characters.
Yeah. To your point too, Matt, that it's in its infancy, right? Wouldn't we all want to get first edition base set boxes at a discounted price? Like there was a period to where they were discounted. They were on clearance.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe 30 years down the road, everyone's going to look back and collect what we didn't want at the time.
Yeah.
So I can be completely wrong.
Yeah. And like, Ray, I think you are right on with 25 and 26, right? Is this going to be like Marvel, Star Wars, even Pokemon, like the lower end characters, just nobody's going to care. It'll be fun when they come out, but then it'll just kind of go by.
Yeah.
But those first 2 years, again, they're just such short prints that the sky's the limit on them.
Yeah. I just think it's too much. It's so much. And, you know, you have the Marvel, you have the Disney Mint, and you have the Neon, and you have all the Sapphire, then you have the Chrome. I just feel like it's so much of it that people are going to get fatigued over time. And then for it to come out every year, this ultra modern Disney Topps cards, right? And they're made to be, you know, manufactured scarcity. I just feel like over time, people will just get tired of it.
But don't you think like there's more Pokemon cards? And even before Pokemon was as popular as it is now, they were printing so much of it, and now they print even more of it. But it's like,
but it's meeting demand. It's not even meeting demand. But there's nothing on the shelves.
It is now, but it wasn't before, right? Like we talked about
that,
just now.
Of course.
Like it wasn't always doing that. So that's where I'm like, I actually kind of like that you are more skeptical of the
just
market.
don't think that here's really what it boils down to in comparison to apples and oranges, Pokemon and Disney Topps cards, right? I think that the Pokemon IP, especially with cards, they've been doing it for such a long time that they kind of know what they're doing it, and they're doing it on purpose for it to continue to thrive, right? And on the retrospect, the Topps people, I just feel like they're doing it for the bottom dollar. They're just pumping out all this stuff, and it's just like, man, I don't know. That's my opinion.
I agree with you. All these products are going to hurt the newer market, but they're not printing anymore 23 or 24.
That's
true.
What
I'm just going to keep hammering that point, right? Those 2 years, right? So that's what you want to focus on.
Okay. So,
and but lately, right? How many reels have you seen from outside card collectors? Disney pin collectors got sent boxes.
That's smart.
And so I probably saw.
That's smart.
Yeah. Topps and Disney are expanding the market. They loved them. Right. And 2026 is selling well. So the demand is there. And long term, 23 and 24.
23 and 24 long term. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Last thing before we let you go, Matt, Kakao Disney. Any other printers of Disney's? Because there's
a lot
of
Kaka talk in today's podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just par for the course.
There's Card Fun.
Yeah. So there's Card Fun. There's Kakao. There's a few others out there that have Disney cards. Do you think there's any I guess investability in those? I hate that we're not really talking collectability here, but because I think you collect what you like. But as far as like the money aspect of it, could someone go out and buy that and make anything?
I think they're super fun. I prefer the Kakao cards personally, but no, the demand is not there for it.
Okay.
And I still have a lot of 23 D100 Kakao that just no interest in it.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Can I ask you a question later? I will have a question for you because one of the last cards I did on Arena Club was this 2025 Kakao Aura Disney. It was a Rapunzel out of 10, PSA 10. And the offer's like $432 on it. And I'm trying to think if I want to take that or not.
I would take it. I think you're going to have a hard time finding a buyer.
Okay. And that's
Rapunzel stands out there.
Yeah. Rapunzel is a super popular character. It's just, if you're going to spend $430, somebody's going to buy a 23 or 24 card rather than a Kakao.
Yeah, that's fair.
Before we get out of here, Matt, I do want to ask you this question because you are probably the person that can answer this to the best of your ability of the grading with PSA. You kind of alluded to what do you think will happen, but just straight up, with the person that I know grades the most or used to grade the most when PSA has been open, what do you think that the future holds for PSA? Will it open up? Will it not open up? Again, will it be a tier system? What's the Funcle? If you had a Magic 8 Ball, what's going to be the future of PSA?
I think the bottom tier will be $50, and I think they will have specials.
Oh yeah, I could see that for sure.
So if they're like, hey, we're a little bit slow right now. Okay, week-long special, $32. And I also believe they'll create a TCG tier, and then they'll create a sports tier, and then maybe a non-sport tier. Non-sport will probably get lumped in with sports. All right, TCG was just so much. They have to create a separate grading category for that to like control that hose.
All right. There you go.
How much do you think the TCG tier will cost?
That I don't. Yeah, I don't know enough about it.
All right, Matt of Funcle Cards. If people want to find you, it's Funcle Cards on Instagram. Is that right? And that's
Finder, isn't it?
Feet Finder. Where can the people find you?
Yeah, Funcle_cards on Instagram. And
your eBay account.
Please reach out, guys. I love talking about these Disney cards. Right, I'm pretty good about responding. So ask any questions. I'm happy to give you my opinion.
Your eBay is also Funcle Cards, right? If people want to go see anything that you got listed, that's where they would go and look.
Yep.
Okay.
There are some really, really fun, dumb cards on there just non-sport, Back to the Future. I'm getting back Bible cards.
You didn't even talk about your
Super
Popeye,
excited.
your poop deck card that you just got back.
Pappy, Poop Deck Pappy?
Yes, as a PSA 10, which I've got to imagine is the only one.
Poop Deck Pappy.
Oh, wow. That's just incredible. All right. Well, there you go, folks. Poop Deck Pappy can be found with Funcle Cards. Thank you, Matt.
I look forward to seeing you guys in a couple weeks at the National.
Well, you'll see one of us next time, Ray. You heard that?
When is it?
All right. I will talk to you soon, Matt. So there you go. That's Matt of Funcle Cards. I fully believe that the Disney Chrome, the Topps Disney market, is still going to do well for many characters. I don't know if you can say it for all characters, but you can be sure that if you see cards selling for $1 million from any set, the rest of the cards in those sets will go up to some degree. Maybe, and it depends on the popularity as to how much they go up. But the same thing happened with the Luke Skywalker from 1977. Like those cards have been going up. Those 1977 Star Wars cards have been going up in value. It'll happen with this
Rises
set.
all ships.
Yep.
Or what's the?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
sure. So, all right, that's enough Disney. We didn't even talk any Lorcana because that's not really Matt's field.
Do you want to talk Lorcana?
You have things to talk about,
bro? July 17th. It's Friday. Attack of the Vine.
Dude,
it's dropping.
I got my pre-sale.
Are you ready
cases.
for this? Have you seen all the enchanteds in the set?
I have seen a good amount of them. I don't know if I've seen them all, but I have two. I only got two cases.
2 cases?
Yeah.
You gonna crack them open? What are you gonna do?
I think I also got a couple boxes. So I may crack the boxes.
Of the booster boxes?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we'll see. I'm thinking, so my plan is either after the Fanatics Fest or after National, probably after the National, because there's not going to be much time in between. I want to do some just pack sales, pack rips on eBay or not eBay. Maybe
Fanatics
either eBay Live or Whatnot. Whatnot was actually the one I was thinking of.
Hey now.
Because we keep talking about it. It will happen.
You keep talking about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to get you to talk about it. Get you on there too, bro.
Come on.
So
I might buy a case might buy a case on Friday.
Speaking of case, what's the story with your Jurassic Park case?
I looked today.
Okay.
Just to see. Everything looked good. They pushed back the release date to August the 28th.
Oh, I thought it already released.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. So they pushed it back August the 28th. The what is it? So I'm saying I'm trying to say Zootopia.
Oh,
Cryptozoic. Jurassic Park. Yeah, that's it. Cryptozoic.
Okay.
Cryptozoic, Jurassic Park. I got a case. You can still pre-order it on Blowout Cards. I think it's a little more expensive than what I paid for it, but especially knowing that our boy passed away this morning. So
Sam
RIP.
Neill. Yeah. I am very curious to see how that does overall, but
he's signing in the product.
I mean,
or he signed in the product.
It wasn't that crazy expensive when it first came out, right? Like when you bought it off the site. So yeah.
I think it was a good value considering what it came with.
And it's fun. Yeah, it's really cool set. So I was, when I saw the Sam Neill thing, it made me remember, like I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah.
And so
I completely had forgot about it.
Speaking of Disney Sapphire though, just as an update, it will be releasing on July 22nd. I kind of hate that. It's happening.
That is Tuesday?
It's 22nd. Should be a Wednesday. I'll just double check. Yeah, it is Wednesday. I hate that it's happening the week in between Fanatics Fest and National.
So you're going to break it? Or what are you going to do?
You shouldn't have anything releasing in this time period, Topps, let alone one of your biggest products of the year. Granted,
they still got to people. Not everybody gets
together. If it's put together anything like Disney Chrome this year, then I mean, here's the thing: I want it, but I need some acknowledgement that there was a mess up. There was a screw up with Disney Chrome this year. There's no way they meant to put all the hits in the blasters.
Dude, I haven't seen any retail product in shelves. Period.
I mean, I have yet to pull anything from retail, by the way. I know a lot of people have. I have tried many times. I've probably opened at least 20 to 30 booster boxes. I'm not getting anything from them. I'm sure that is probably a lot of you out there as well, because the people who are hitting nothing aren't posting those. They're posting when they do hit. And
facts.
But the biggest problem is all of the biggest hits have been blaster boxes or mega.
Can you name some of the biggest? Can you name some specifically that you've seen?
Here's the thing. Let me name the big hits that have not come from a blaster. And that's it.
So all of them.
I honestly,
all the 101s, all the superfractors, they've all came from blasters.
I'm not saying every single one, but I can't
Can
think
you
of
name
any
one
notable.
like specifically? I know that the Judy Hopps 1-of-1 superfractor just got pulled from a GameStop blaster.
It was GameStop.
Yeah.
That's the one that just sold for 15,000. I don't know off the top of my head anything that I would. Here's the thing. If you want to know, go to like the big breakers and just go back a few weeks ago and just look at what hits they've posted and see if you can see anything. Because those are the only, more than likely, those big breakers are doing hobby cases. And if they're doing hobby, then you'll know it came from a hobby box. But I don't know of any. I know we didn't hit any 1-of-1s. Out of 15 cases, we didn't pull a single 1-of-1, that's unheard of.
That's wild
in my world. But granted, I'm on like a cold streak with my 1-of-1s because I did 8 cases of Marvel, didn't hit a single 1-of-1. Like insane. I don't understand what the deal is there. Enough about Disney.
Get it together.
The last thing I will say is the Disney Chrome Snow White Superfractor. If anybody, since I know the guy who is interested in selling it, if you are interested in buying it, let me know. Just reach out and I can connect you.
Reach out and touch someone.
Star Wars was the other thing I wanted to talk about because
you're wearing a Star Wars shirt.
I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. I got a lot of graphic tees. They just came in. I'm really excited about them.
Wait, time out.
Time out from the game.
What do you mean you got a lot of graphic tees? Did you go shopping?
I went online.
So you went, shopped.
I shopped for I bought things.
Like how many graphic tees you went on? Like, I'm looking just to buy graphic tees. Or did you get a whole wardrobe? Are we getting new pink shorts?
I'm kind of embarrassed. Do not make fun of my pink shorts.
I'm just asking about your pink shorts.
I will point out that I'm not a big fashionista like Ray is.
I'm not either.
Yes, you are. We've all seen your great clothing and we all love it. I do dabble at JCPenney. They've got an excellent big and tall section.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, this is where I got like, I'm pretty sure all the clothes that I wear are probably from jcpenney.com. Like,
that's amazing. I love that.
Shaq has got some great clothes there. Let me just say.
We need to get Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, if you're watching, we need a sponsorship here on the pod. We have 2 big guys here.
Husky
fellas. Did we buy Husky pants when we were little? Yes, we did.
Yes. And we went to try them on. Our parents or our moms were like, oh, I think it's a little big in the crotch. Oh, I think it's a little tight in the crotch. There was always crotch talk when trying on pants.
You just ruined the sponsorship with Shaquille clothing here.
Shaquille will get it. He's Mr. O'Neal. Can I call you that? That is the case that us big boys, they need more representation. And what better place to do it than in a non-sport podcast, a non-sport card podcast?
Come on.
Boys.
My torso is really long.
Boys.
My torso is really long. When I raise my hands up, my belly shows sometimes, and I hate it.
That's why, well, here's the thing. All right, Shaq, stop listening. I am returning a number of my Shaq clothes.
Because of the arms?
No, it's so long.
Oh.
Like, it is, and that's
down to your knees.
It's very hard for me to find things that are long enough because all of my height is in my torso. My wife, who's like 5'8", is
all legs.
Like, well, her hip is the same distance to the ground as mine is.
Gotcha.
All of my height is in my torso, so I need longer stuff. But I just ordered regular tall, and I'm
too
saying
tall.
Like it's too tall, just like Berenstain Bears. You know, too tall.
Berenstain Bears too tall.
There's a too tall on Berenstain Bears.
I didn't. Do you ever wear tall tees back in the 2005, 2006 era, like the Soldier Boy era? Like the white tall tees?
Man, no, but I will say,
like
there's part of me that wanted it.
3 for $25 at the local Foot Locker.
3 for $25? No, trust me, we weren't
It was
rich.
It was also 25
When
2005.
5 for $20 maybe, but I don't know.
These are tall tees.
See,
There's
I don't
extra
even know if
fabric
I was
in there.
looking for them back then. I don't even know if I shopped.
Did you ever
hardly at all.
participate in YT Thursdays at school?
What is that?
You weren't part of the.
I was not. Oh, were people doing? Were the kids in the school doing that?
Yeah, YT
Oh,
Thursdays.
Man, they didn't invite me to do it.
So we had to wear our football jerseys on Friday. So on Thursdays, we're just gonna wear YTs.
This sounds like for the football players.
Oh, but other people started.
They were getting in on it. How do I not remember?
It just didn't get to you.
Here's the thing. I was friends with everybody. Like I was not part of one single group, I would say. Now there were people that I hung out with more, but I typically had a diverse crowd of people I would hang out with. And I don't remember the YT thing.
You were too busy stealing the janitor's keys and opening up random classrooms.
That is a different story. I don't know if I want to incriminate myself right now.
Statute of limitations, sir.
There's got to be, right? I didn't steal the
It's been 20
janitor's
years.
keys. All right, y'all want to hear a fun story? We got to get back to
that's
cards.
Patreon.
Yeah, let's get back to cards. I'll
yeah,
save
so
that
you went
story.
shopping, Star Wars, any other
I
fun?
kind of don't want to ruin it, but yeah, you know what? I'll tell you. I'll tell you the IPs at least. I won't tell you what's on them.
Yes,
You got animated Batman.
Batman the animated series.
Yes.
You know, supposedly it's coming back. You heard about this?
Well, here's the thing. How do you do it without
It's never gonna. It's not gonna
without
be the same. Are you kidding me?
Kevin? Was
Yeah.
it Kevin? Is that
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy? Yeah. But Mario Kart, Kool-Aid.
Oh, you might not want to wear that one.
No, I knew what I was doing. I knew exactly. Man, a number of other IPs that now that I'm thinking about it, I'm blanking because I had Toy Story was another one. Yeah, there's a few others. We'll see as we go. But they all fit and they decent quality.
The trick is when you get them washed,
Yeah.
they're gonna shrink, and then you can't even wear them anymore.
But this is actually pretty long. That's the other.
So when it shrinks, it's gonna be like normal size.
JCPenney should really be paying for this. I mean, I am just selling to all the big boys out there.
Do we still? No, we don't have a JCPenney's anymore.
Not anymore. It's
The
torn
dealer's
down.
still there. I went to In-N-Out yesterday.
Oh, it opened?
Yeah.
Let's get to cards. We can't. This is just us chatting, which is fun. But I feel like the people who are here for the content deserve card talk.
You got it. Go for it.
Star Wars. That's why I'm wearing the shirt.
Guerra de las Galaxias.
Thank you for the translation. Star Wars Galaxy comes out on the 14th. The pre-sale does. The actual release date, I don't have because I haven't been offered it yet. But I will say that it is much earlier. All of these sets have been coming out earlier. Topps Chrome Disney, Marvel, this Galaxy set. It's all about like 9 months or so from when it came out last year. So I don't know how much I love it. Because I mean, it wasn't that long ago. Remember when I was like, they loved how I had memorized the name of every card in Galaxy from last year. That wasn't that long ago. That was, I think, November, maybe.
Yeah.
So we are now getting the new set.
We're already getting it. That's crazy, especially during the summer.
Yeah. I've looked up some of the card art because you don't know exactly what it is until Topps shows you. But for a lot of, if you go to the checklist,
You got some leaks.
well, if you go to the checklist and you just copy the name of the card and the artist
artist.
name,
Look at
those
you.
artists will typically have that card already made as a poster. Like most of these cards are posters.
or paintings or something like that.
Yeah, or
right?
something like that. So they've now turned them into cards, and that's what you're getting when you buy that. But I did this last year where I was like, people are going to want to know what this looks like. I went out and tried to find as many of them as I could because there's only 100 in the set. The base set is nice. It's only 100 cards. But going through all of them, I haven't gone, I should clarify, I haven't gone through all of them yet, but the ones I have gone through,
Mhm.
I like them. I
Yeah.
like the cards that they've chosen. I mean,
I'm
not
gonna
all
use
of
short
them.
form content out of this, Sports Boy. I want to see you.
I think that's a fair request, but one of the ones that I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, go ahead and start looking for. Mandalorian Mando's Escape looks awesome.
Mhm.
I think there's going to be a lot of people that love that. In fact, here I'm going to show you right here. So it's by
Oh, baby.
Claudio Aboy. I think that's a really cool card. The fact that you got Grogu in his lap, in Mando's lap, obviously there's going to be people who want it. But one of these that I think is also kind of like, it's going to be like one of those that people love because it's precious or cute. Just like how they love like Jeff the Land Shark in Marvel. It's called the No Squeezy, which in this set is card 99. It is Grogu, basically ghost style Patrick Swayze wrapping his arms around Demi Moore. It is Grogu wrapping his arms around Babu Frick. And it's very funny. And it's got a cute factor. I'm going to tell you, I think that card's going to do well. So if you're getting into breaks, go after No Squeezy and go after the Mando's Escape card. So, and that's the thing. I've only looked at a few of these. I haven't looked at all of them. I'm sure there's going to be a ton more to shout out.
The way that you're selling these breaks is character based or card based?
I'll do card based, and then there'll probably be ones where it's like the entire insert, because there's a number of inserts in there. You've got Art of Rogue One, which is cool because they're doing this across all of the chromes. Granted, this is Galaxy Chrome, but it's not Topps Chrome Star Wars. But the Art of, they did in Marvel, Art of, they did in Disney. Now it's Art of, I find it interesting they're doing Art of Rogue One specifically, not just Art of Star Wars. But anyways, Tracy Easterday is doing the art for that insert. Duel on Cloud City is another one. Art of the Dark Side will be in there as well. Galactic Anthology, Art of Knights of the Republic. Each of these art ofs are going to be all done by the same artist, and there'll just be variations of different scenes and characters and things like that.
That's cool.
There will be original art. So Topps Chrome Layers original art will be included in there, which I believe that's also a pretty popular short print, usually included. Comic Fractors are back again. The odds sheet has not been released yet, so we're not exactly sure. Sometimes like those Comic Fractors are really short print. Other times they've been a little bit more frequent. We'll see.
So do they usually release this checklist and an odd sheet whenever a new product?
Not necessarily at the same time. A lot of times the odds don't come out until they start selling it. So tomorrow I would expect those odds to be out. Tuesday. Few other ones in there. And then you've got autographs. This is not the autograph product though. Just so everybody is aware, if you're buying this product for the autos, don't, because you'll find some. I mean, you've got big names in there. You've got Mark Hamill, Hayden Christensen. You've got cut auto. No cut autos, but you'll have a number of sticker autos from all the biggest names: Pedro Pascal, Natalie Portman. Nothing from Leia, aka
makes sense.
Who did Leia?
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher's not. There's no stickers there. I'm sure I would guess they're kind of running out of those. They're probably using those more sparingly. There were no names in here that I was that shocked to see. In fact, nothing but one. There was one that I was kind of shocked and I was pleasantly surprised to see. I don't remember them doing this before. Director Ron Howard.
Oh, I know that
is
name.
A signer in this product. So Topps Star Wars Galaxy will have Ron Howard as a auto in there. And I'm pretty excited about that because it's nice because you see the same names every year, right?
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, and this kind of brings me to my point of why I wanted to talk about Star Wars anyways. Until next year, most of the autos, most of the characters that we've been seeing are going to be the same. It's the same people in each one. Hopefully it's cooler scenes, original art, things like that we get to mix up with. But we haven't seen a new movie or a new series that's really just been super cool other than Mandalorian that just came out. They haven't put those into cards yet. I'm sure they will. But with the next year being the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, I would tell you this.
Crazy.
If you've got 1977 Star Wars cards, specifically graded ones, hold on to it. Don't sell it right now. Wait till next year. I think this is a good buying opportunity, but next year will be a good selling opportunity.
The spotlight on the Star Wars. Yeah.
I mean, when you start seeing all of the new Star Wars movies and series that are coming out, the Ryan Gosling Star Wars movie that's going to be coming out that there's already a lot of buzz about. There's some new series that they're working on. I think we are going to see a boom in the Star Wars card market, and we have to wait until 2027 to do that. So this is your buying time. I would just hold
on to it, baby.
So there you go. The only other thing for new product was Marvel Mint. Marvel Mint 2026. We don't have the release date as of yet, except if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con. If you're there, they have got the product, and it will include some exclusive inserts and cards in there, just like it did last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to go and get this. I kind of hate that I can't be at this event because I think next year, because you got Fanatics Fest and the National and San Diego Comic-Con right in between. It's like it's kind of mean. Like I kind of hate it, and I know like Topps didn't want to put Fanatics Fest so close to the National, but yeah, if next year I got to choose between, I think I want to go to San Diego Comic-Con. It just looks so much fun, and there's always these exclusives. So, that if you can get your hands on it, that will definitely go up in value. Pay whatever you got to pay, retail wise, and then hold on to it because you'll see a nice bump in price, or rip it and see if you can pull something really cool. So, that's the last thing as far as Topps.
Are you going to be
stuff.
cracking open Galaxy anytime soon?
As soon as I get it, I just don't know when it's going to be. I don't know when the official release date is coming. I just know that the pre-release is on the 14th. So there you go.
Nice.
The last thing I have is about Topps or Upper Deck. I mean, Upper Deck e-packs. But you know what? Let me just knock it out. So then we can cover all of your stuff.
Yeah.
So e-packs. Do you know what an e-pack is? Or like how it works?
We've talked. Jason talked about it when he was on here, which is a digital pack that you can open, but each digital pack actually has a physical product associated with it.
Exactly.
So it's not just you rip it and it,
that's it.
So
it's not an NFT.
Yes,
It's not just something that you save or collect digitally. It can be, but what's really cool is you get to rip it digitally. You can trade it digitally, but then when you finally get the card and you're like, oh, I want that card, they will actually have it shipped to you.
Yes.
So I
like
love
the Federal
idea.
Reserve, how it used to be, not currently.
It's a good analogy. I appreciate that, Panini was doing something like this with their NFTs, except you never got a physical card. That was one of the things I would sell on, though. It's like, oh, you can collect it digitally. You can, sell it to somebody right there and then. You don't have to have it on you. But the problem overall being it's just not as popular as a physical card. And you just couldn't end up holding it at the end of the day. With e-packs, you can end up having it in your possession. And I kind of like too how they are doing this, where they will have a release of a product that they probably aren't ready to print, or it's not printed yet. But they can go ahead and release it because they've got all the digital assets for it. And by the time people are wanting to get it printed, it will be ready to go. I'm more and more appreciating what Upper Deck is doing as far as their non-sports side and their sports side. I think they applied the e-pack thing across all of it. But I really think that if you can't have it ready, if say manufacturer printing delays, call it whatever you will, I like that I can go ahead and still rip some packs and then know I'll get the physical copy of it later.
Exactly.
The fact that they're doing so much with, Michael Jordan and this Goodwin Champions, I think is a very cool product. I talked about it on SCN earlier in the week. The fact that you got Bill Nye the Science Guy doing an inscription of the full Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's like out of 10. I love that. I think that's so cool. And you've got Alicia Silverstone, Freddie Prinze Jr.
I didn't even know there was this product even existed.
Oh, the Goodwin Champions one? Yeah. Yeah, it's very popular. And I believe
that's already out, right?
E-packs of it. I guess I would need to double check that. But overall, the fact that you go to upperdeckepack.com, just go and buy a pack right now of whatever you want. You don't have to have your store. You don't have to have your LCS right there next to you. You can just go buy it and then get the cards shipped over to you. So I just wanted to make sure we talk about it because I don't think we've ever really given e-packs enough time on here. And I thought that what they're doing is really cool. And the community that is involved in it is very involved. They love it. So there you go. All right, where are we going?
Man, we're going. We're
Okay.
going. Did you see, just real quick, there was I know that you talked about Marvel a little bit, Marvel Mint. Did you see that the art for the original first appearance of Iron Man just sold?
Wait,
A Heritage auction?
the art of the first, you're not talking about a card. You're just saying the
like
artwork.
the artwork of the comic book.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, 3.8.
3.8 million. I mean, it's the original artwork of Iron Man. That makes sense. I would kind of love seeing it. I think Marvel's having a little moment, at least in the card world, because I will say when I was looking earlier today on DealerNet, I was like, because with me being out of commission, I've sold Doc Jim, who gets in on the breaks. He actually was amazing.
Dr. Jim?
He is a doctor. He was amazing helping us close a number of them last week or the week before when I wasn't sick. He bought a personal case. So of the new resupply I got 5 of them. I still have 4 left. And I'm like, man, I wonder if it's still doing okay. Has it gone down in value since I've been out of commission? It's gone up in value. People are in on this year's Marvel Chrome. And
you were saying that the art was,
Yeah.
I know that I mentioned it too on the last podcast. The art was great.
Absolutely.
Except for
the Claude Chromes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But other than that, and the fact is, even though I've yet to hit a super in Marvel, people are hitting supers in Marvel Chrome quite a bit in the hobby boxes. You don't have to have a blaster to hit a super. I'm very excited to know that Iron Man artwork did like 3.5 million. That's
I think it's great. And I just wanted to bring it up because I think pop culture, people are starting to buy these really expensive pop culture things.
Collectibles, man.
Collectibles, it's on fire. It's on fire. So that's why, the hobbies is crazy.
Yep.
So last weekend there was Collecticon. I don't know if I can't remember where it was, but Logan Paul had a small booth there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was pushing his new Rip It platform.
Oh, he's in cahoots with the other guy who.
Who is the other Rip It person? Are they? I didn't know. Well, they were doing I don't remember if they're on a whatnot or whatever, but they've been pumping this Rip It platform for a long time, and I never knew what it was. I just thought it was going to be, I don't know, something weird, right? But
yeah,
Rip It is another digital, what do you call it? Pack opening, graded card website, just like Arena Club, just like Courtyard, just like all the other ones. So
who was the guy who bought the $16 million? His
I don't remember his name, but you're talking about the Pikachu guy, the illustrator.
Yeah,
it's not him. He's not in with him about it.
He's not.
No,
okay, I
not.
thought he was also involved.
No.
Okay, so he was just promoting.
He's been on. That guy has been on a lot of podcasts with Jeremy and I think Ken Golden and a couple others.
AJ Scaramucci or something. Yeah. Okay. I was trying.
But there's no association there with Rip It. But do these? What would you call? What's the proper term to call these new websites? The Courtyard,
Startups?
Arena Club.
Oh, repacks.
Repacks.
Okay, so that's what the Rip It is.
Correct.
It's a repack.
Correct.
Okay.
Repacks. I think they're kind of specialize in non-sports TCG. They're going to have football. They're going to have basketball.
Interesting.
But Rip It is more of a non-sports thing.
You talking about this reminded me. I had a screenshot of this back on July 2nd. Jason, president of Upper Deck, made a post about how Collecticon recently just got purchased.
Yeah, we talked about that.
You did? Or did we talk about it?
We talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah. They got by the people that's still like association with TKO.
TKO, yeah. I am very curious to see what this means for the Collecticon.
Did we not talk about it here?
I don't know if we did. I don't remember us talking about it.
I know I made a video about it on our socials, but I think it's corporate now. They know that the collectible space, like we just talked about, is huge. So what are they going to do? They're going to buy this collectible con, right? And they're going to blow it out the water. It's going to be the Fanatics Fest of the TCG non-sports collectible space. That's what it's going to be like. It's not going to be like the National. It will be like Fanatics Fest. It's going to be ridiculous.
Well,
and I'm excited for it.
I'm excited to go to one and get a feel.
It'll take some years to where they want it to be, I think.
Well, I want to go to a Collecticon.
We should see you next time they're in Atlanta. We should go.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah.
You think they'll come to Nashville ever? I don't know why.
I would hope so.
I think they would add more locations. And
some of the locations are really weird.
The fact that they've got like 20 something places they go each year.
They would probably have to have it at the Music City Center.
Yeah,
they're not going to have it at the fairgrounds.
That's where you know it's going to be pricey if they're doing it there. All right. So, anyways,
yeah, but I just wanted to bring that up.
Logan Paul set up
at Collecticon. Did you see the Mewtwo Times Square Pokemon Go 10th anniversary thing?
Did you not send that to me, or maybe I just
sent
saw
it?
Oh, you did.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, that was awesome. What was the deal? Like, was that just like for fun, or
10th anniversary of Pokemon Go?
Yes.
And you were able to catch Mewtwo in Times Square.
In the location you could have caught it.
Did you see all those people?
Yeah, it was insane.
Just think about like Pokemon Go. It's already had its day in the sun.
Sure.
Been there, done that. We thought, right?
Well, I mean,
look at all these people that continue to play this game even 10 years down the road.
Dude, I'm thinking about re-downloading the app. I mean, I loved playing it, and I've had 2 moments of Pokemon Go. Like when it first came out, I played it for a long time, and then kind of burned myself out. And then a few years later, when I was working at Dell, my manager was playing, and it was like, oh well, I'll get back into it, because when he was playing and I was playing, our lunch breaks were extra long. We would like drive down to the Parthenon and go hit all the Pokestops and all that stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and now maybe I need to get back in. It may be that time. Okay. All right.
Well, I wanted to bring that up just because you see the reach of what Pokemon is.
Oh,
there's grandmothers that they could care less about the cards.
But they know about Pokemon. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Pitch Black, the new Pokemon
Are we
set
excited
releases
about this?
July 17th. I'm not too excited about it, but I did want to give you 3 cards that I'm excited about.
Tell me.
That I think down the road, these are going to be some good cards to go ahead and invest in.
Okay.
And by investing in them, do not spend your money on buying tons of packs. Just go ahead and buy the singles.
Okay.
Okay. So the special illustration, the SIR, one of the SIRs from the set, the Morpeko EX, pick it up. I think that card's awesome. Slowbro, IR and Goldeen IR, they're not going to be expensive. They're going to probably be like $5 a piece, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and pick those up.
Really?
Just pick them up. But they'll be worth people are going to want those a little bit down the road. So I did want to bring this up because, a lot of people, and I mentioned it when we were talking to Funcle. I think Pokemon really knows what they're doing. I don't think there will ever be a Pokemon crash.
You don't
think
and
the reason why I feel that way is because whenever a new set comes out, they'll print the booster boxes and the ETBs, but then they won't really print them again like they used to in the past. They'll be like a really small print run.
Yeah.
But they'll print the crap out of all the extra stuff, the auxiliary products.
Yeah.
So for you to want those cards, you have to buy a big box, a collection box that may have 2 packs in them.
Sure.
So you think that they're printing a lot, but they're printing a lot of really all these tins, all these 3-pack blisters, all these collection boxes, and you're really not seeing you're not really seeing them reprint booster boxes, 36 packs. So I really do think I think they know what they're doing. And
I mean, here's the thing. I defer to you, but I can't in good conscience say that there won't be a Pokemon correction in the market. Like a correction just means like it can't go straight up forever. I don't think
it's not going right now. It's in a lull. You'll see one right now. Look at all the Pokemon 151 prices. They've gone down like 5 or 10%.
So, okay. So you're just saying when you said crash, you literally did mean a crash. You're
correct.
It would be understandable for you to see a correction, a market downturn to some degree, but not a crash.
Not even a downturn, but a slight correction on some of the stuff. And it's always going to be this. There'll be a peak. then there'll be a correction, it'll level out, and then there'll be a peak again. But each peak or each leveling out will never be less than what it started before it peaked.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
So it'll peak, plateau, but it will never be what it was before.
Okay. I mean, here's the thing. I hope you're right. I do hope you're right. I think it will crash, or it'll drop below those peaks if we see economy crash. Like I think if the US market were to get hit, like just if we see an AI bubble pop and the financials of many people who are tied up in stocks and things like that, they see how hard they get hit, that would scare me a little bit. But that's a whole different conversation. But it does worry me, like what's the market going to do if we see a market bubble or a AI bubble pop? And there's a lot of people talking about it. But the fact that they're trying,
what do you mean by AI bubble popping? Like, what do you mean? Like, what is the AI bubble?
There's so much money in the stock market, in the financial system right now
through AI, like predicting what AI is going to be.
People have invested so much into it that there's almost no chance that they're going to be able to get the amount that they've invested into it back. So people are going to start seeing that and start pulling money out of certain AI stocks and investments. The question is, well, the big question is, will that actually happen? The next question is, when will it happen? Because a lot of people think it will, because it's happened in many new technologies. When a new technology comes on the scene, there's oftentimes where people will have their moment of investing in it, and it booms and people get rich, but then others get left holding the bag when they realize, oh, they over leveraged themselves into that investment, and now to either recoup some of those expenses, diversify, whatever the reason, they now pull out. And many people start pulling out at the same time, you get a crash, right? So will that happen? Time will tell. But that is my fear, is if we see something like that, that is where we'll see collectible spending drop significantly, because they're
just trying to recoup their money.
Well, it's tied. Like collectibles are not something that anybody has to have. Like you don't need it to live, at least for most people, I guess. There could be a few. But if you have money tied up in things that you don't have to have, they're luxuries. Well, either they're going to sell it.
Some people are looking at these collectibles as investments.
Absolutely, they are, and I think they still will be, because I don't think any of this is going to be effective forever. I think there can be recessions and depressions and things like that cause certain markets to dip. But when the market starts doing better, when everybody's got a little extra spending money again, it will go back into those collectibles. People will buy more of them again.
You used to work in finance before this, right?
That is correct. So
the reason why I bring this up, so if anybody would know about this kind of stuff, you would kind of know about this kind of stuff.
I've got a general, I think a pretty decent idea, or at least when I speculate, it's not completely without backing or knowledge.
It's just pure speculation by your part.
That's why I'm saying it's not that, but I'm saying it is me speculating, but it's not based on nothing. It is based on what I've seen in the hobby and what I've seen in financial markets.
So as a broad stroke, what do you see the economy currently right now? Like, are we good? Are we scared?
We're scared. I mean, not everybody, and we're not scared about everything. I shouldn't say scared. I guess that's too strong of a word.
Because you would be ultimately the one that would be affected the most.
I mean,
because you're doing this full time. This is the collectibles, or like you said, this is going to be the first thing that people are going to draw back from.
It will definitely be one of the big things that people pull away from, because they don't have to have their money in this. However, there'll be other bigger expenses for some people that they pull out of. But all the cards that are selling for millions of dollars right now, those are going to get hit hard, because the people that are waiting to sell their $1 million card, they're going to find much fewer, if any, buyers if that were to happen. Now, I say all this, and you have to take it with a grain of salt, especially because I'm telling you this is for entertainment purposes. We are not. I am not a financial advisor. Please consult your financial advisor.
Were you at one point?
I had my Series 7 and my 6 and my 63 and my 24.
I don't know what any of that means.
Well, the people who are in finance will know what those mean, and they will recognize that if you even can pass the test to get those, you must have had some knowledge at some point about all those things. I mean, they've lapsed at this point because you can't keep them if you're not with a financial institution. But that being said, when like I said previously, when there have been markets that have seen a exponential growth because of new technology, those markets a lot of times will experience a bubble. Think about the .com bubble when everybody was starting websites and buying up URLs. They were trying to make as much money while they could in that market. And then it popped and we saw a bit of a recession. But guess what? If you had stayed in those, if you had kept your URLs, if you had kept pushing into that technology, where did you end up? You ended up far ahead, right? Like for the most part, there's some sites. Ask Jeeves is not doing probably quite as well as it did at one point. The MSN or Netscape browsers are not doing quite as big as they were at one point. However, it doesn't mean like the technology isn't going to make a lot of people a lot of money. And the same thing with AI. Now, this is where it becomes more of like a personal viewpoint. I've been thinking that we should have a recession or at least a big pullback for a number of years. Not even like before COVID. I was like, when are we have been on an upward trajectory in the market for way too long without some kind of recession.
Drawback, like 2008-ish.
Yeah, like where you have two back-to-back quarters of GDP that are, I think, negative. I think is what it is.
It's a recession,
or
right?
Maybe it's under 3%. I can't remember. But yeah, that indicates a recession. And so we hadn't had one in a very long time. Then you get the COVID bubble, the whatever happened in COVID. We saw markets tank, but they tanked for like a month. And then they not only came back, they came back with a vengeance. And everybody is doing much better. I wish so badly that I had kept my investments in a number of stocks that I bought when the market crashed then, because I was just like, I'm going to get in it. And then I got cold feet and I got out and I didn't lose anything, but it was also just like, if I had kept some money in like Carnival Cruises, and I bought a bunch of cruise stocks because like those weren't good. When they dropped, I bought in. They haven't fully come back, but they definitely, I would have made some much better money. But all that being said, that was a correction, but it's not the correction we needed. It wasn't enough of a correction because we really didn't do a lot. It just dropped for a little bit and we're back to this. And that's where I think we're in a different time period, because a lot of people will compare like things to the .com bubble or like in the 80s. Oh, I can't remember. There was another big boom in technology and then you saw a recession. But anyways, there have been times where we see these booms and then we see recessions and we see another boom and we see a recession. But that was before the social media age that we're living in now. Think about like all the things that have happened in the last 10, 15 years or so because the last real big one was probably the housing market. That was the biggest recession.
But like social media, like you said, is an infancy.
Yeah. It's more so than we definitely have people who are disseminating information and then consuming that information much, much quicker than we did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or 20 years ago, which was when, it was 19 years ago when we saw the housing market recession. So anyways, all that being the case, we are living at a time where that news travels faster. The flash traders out there who can do it in, they have the technology to trade in milliseconds. Everything is faster than it was. And it kind of makes sense when you look at the COVID recession. It's like, oh yeah, it was much faster than many people would have guessed. Because, all right, we saw the writing on the wall. We saw it go down. Now we see all the investment opportunity. Because every time that happens, when the market goes down,
it pops.
There's people out there who are like, yes, buying opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you think these rich people have all their money tied up? No, they've got a lot of money where it's just sitting on the sidelines waiting, because they can just throw it into something. Now, granted, if they're smart, they probably have a lot of it invested, but they view every market downturn as a buying opportunity. And I start getting to the point where it's like, I got to put on my conspiracy theory hat. And I'm like, oh, that's weird that this political statement was made by this very high up political person. And this thing dropped. And then, all of a sudden
it's back.
It's right back. And it's even higher than it was. And, it dropped again. And then all of a sudden it's back. And you think that there's not people who are just like waiting for it to drop. They buy in, they sell it once it goes back up, and then they just wait for it to drop again, and they buy it, they sell it when it goes back up. It's just you, me, the layman, and I consider myself layman compared to some of these other financial guys out there. We don't fully grasp the amount of money that is going in by some of these people. When we say the rich get richer, it's crazy true. It is a death, taxes, and rich get richer. Those are the three fundamental facts of life. And
Wild.
the market of the cards, our hobby,
Bring it back.
is susceptible to that because there are financial guys in the market. We've been talking about that, how you've seen some financial institutions even getting in, but the collector, your average collector, is not necessarily a big financial guy. They don't necessarily know that. All they know is the card money that I had to buy into that break or to go buy that box of cards that just came out that I really wanted. Well, I'm going to need that to buy diapers this week.
Exactly.
Or
baby
put food on the
formula
table
or whatever the case.
So,
But to your point, when things are down, this could be a great buying opportunity.
100%. If it is, and if it does go down, if the market does collapse, that's why I have to put so much, caveats on this stuff, because it's like, yeah, in the past, that's what it would have done. We would have been in a situation where a lot of people would have sold. Your cards would have been devalued for a much longer period. But now it's like, there's so many people who have made so much money on this that they're just waiting for buying opportunities, and anything, they'll just wait till the market goes down and people want to sell, and then they will go out and buy it if they've got the cash to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, right now, if I could do it, I'd buy. If we saw a market collapse, I would still go out and buy stuff. I'd just wait until we saw, people selling it 10 cents on the dollar,
Yeah.
So anyways, there you go. That's your unsolicited
There you go.
financial information.
I don't even know how we got into that. Maybe I asked you, but yeah, we're cooked either way.
We're cooked either way.
We're cooked either way.
The market's just in a bad place. Is it the
We're
card
cooked.
market?
We're going to get cooked. You know why we're going to get cooked?
Saying cooked.
You know why we're going to get cooked?
Why?
Because we're never going to see Pokemon on the shelves, especially after the release of the Pokemon 30th anniversary.
Okay.
There was a huge leak.
Yeah.
The Elite Trainer Box binder, the little booklet that comes in an Elite Trainer Box that tells you all the cards are in the set, was leaked.
That is crazy to me. Like, has that happened before?
It happens here and there, but to this degree to where, and that's why I say Pokemon's never going to pop, because they can just print whatever they want and they know what people want.
Yeah.
This 30th anniversary card, the cards in here are insane. The best
So you
cards,
think it's going to be very big?
It's some of the best cards I have ever seen in the hobby.
Really?
For that release, yes.
I don't remember seeing any that where I was just like, oh man, that blew me away.
Really?
Yeah.
Those two Pikachu cards, definitely. Those things are going to be gangbusters.
Really? Okay.
The SIRs, the Mew and the Mewtwo are going to be crazy. The Gengar is going to be crazy. The Meowth cards are going to be crazy. There's going to be some cards, and that's just new cards, not including any of the reprinting cards that are going to be in this set.
Okay.
Not including any of the Pikachu cards that are going to be, the 30 Pikachu cards that are going to be in the set. It's going to be nuts. And the only way you can get this product is through collection boxes, tins, things like that. There won't be booster boxes. There won't be ETB. There will be an ETB.
Well, did you see that the ETBs were like dropped significantly over at GameStop? I think they were.
Well, you can pre-order. You can pre-order all the 30th anniversary products at GameStop currently.
But you can do it at $100, and I think they were doing it at $200 maybe. I can't remember what the price was. They had it jacked up like crazy, and then they brought it back down to $100 because from what I was told is there were some where they were just selling it, but they didn't tell you what the price was. And it was just like, you'll just be charged whatever the price ends up being.
Yeah, that's got to be illegal somehow.
Which I think is why it went down to 100. I think they got popped, or somebody threatened to sue, or maybe they are being sued. Who knows? But I think that's why you saw it drop down to 100, and that's where the pricing is at.
I think the ultimate premium collection box for the 30th anniversary, I think they were pre-ordering it for like $6.99, which is insane. It's insane. Like, what are we doing? Like, who is paying that?
I know TCG Player, I believe some of that was selling up to like, they were pre-selling for $500. And then once GameStop did that, it dropped down to like $250 or something. Because I don't know if I think there may be a limit at some of these. Like, they may max out on pre-sale at GameStop.
If you're gonna charge me $200 for an ETB, I better buy as many as I can.
Why? Wait, what? No. What? Why are you saying that?
If I'm willing to spend $200 on an ETB, you better let me buy as many as I can.
Oh, if that, from a business standpoint, that would be smart. If you are doing that, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
If you're
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's worth it.
If you are a moron enough to buy an ETB for $200,
but are they though? Because
I mean,
like, what's an ETB for 151 do?
I mean, aftermarket, but like retail, it's like $50.
Yeah, but I mean,
buy a retail. Just wait.
But you can't. That's the point, right?
But it's not worth buying at that price. Scalper prices. It's not worth it.
It is if it goes up.
Just
to
buy the
whatever
single.
151 did. Like, I mean, I'll see if I can pull up like a 151 ETB to see what it's currently selling.
I think it's like 386, something like that.
386,
maybe. I don't know.
So I mean,
just threw that number. You just plucked that number.
Did you literally just make that number up? I'll tell you because I'm just waiting for this site to load, and I'll tell you exactly what it's selling for on TCG.
Just a regular.
Single. Oh, there you go. You know what? Let's do the non
Pokemon Center version
exclusive.
That's what I'm gonna say.
So the regular one.
What do you got?
Go. Yeah, 622. So it's $622 if you bought it even at $200, which they weren't selling at that price. I know because I had a case and I couldn't sell them for $70 at times.
How wild is that?
It makes me sick, but yeah. But that's the thing.
It's a Carnival Cruise all over again.
It's Carnival Cruise all over. The $200, yeah. That's why people are buying it at that price because they think they go out and they look at 151 and they're like, oh, well, hello. Maybe I've got a chance here because
I still would never buy it at that price.
I wouldn't either personally, but there's going to be some who do, and they're probably going to be laughing all the way to the bank.
And we might right now. There's someone might be listening, and they say, "Of course, I'll buy that price."
These guys are idiots.
We'll see on release day if it's gonna be more or less or whatever.
What's the release day again?
September 16th.
Okay.
You ready?
I can go out and pre-buy this on TCG Player.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's got pre-sale for pretty much everything. 30th Celebration Elite Trainer box on there is at $239 right now, which again, if you go to GameStop, go check it out because apparently you can get them for $100 is what I'm being told.
Gotcha. Now, $100 ain't that bad, but still, I wouldn't pay that.
All
right.
You
know, some deal that you need to go pick up, Sam's Club Ascended Heroes box are releasing their specialty box July 21st. $54, 14 packs. Ascended Heroes. 2 per member. Membership.
Is Ascended Heroes what's
a good one?
It is good. Is that I think that may have been the one.
The Trikachu, you got the Gengar, Mega Gengar in there. You got the
I got to go back and look. I actually bought, so I went to Gallatin this week and on the square, they've got a comic book record shop.
Yeah.
I bought my daughter like 9 Office Funkos because she's been obsessed with them recently. But I also bought a tin that was like $30. I way overpaid because I was like, I don't know what the sets are.
How many packs are in there?
It's only 3. So it's $10 a pack basically.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Especially if they're Ascended Heroes packs.
Actually, you know what? Oh, I forgot I even bought that. You know, I feel really bad. I think this guy may have undercharged me because all of the Funkos alone, like before any discount, it was like $120. He's like, I'll do it for 80. I'm like, okay. And this is how Jesse negotiates poorly. He went from 120.
He probably overcharged you for the Funkos to begin with.
Well, they were high because I mean, most
should be like $9 a pop.
One of them was like $30, and then the rest of them were like $12. And so he dropped it down from 120 down to $80. I was like, oh, awesome.
This guy's getting fired.
And then now he owns it. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Before we do that, let me also get this Pokemon 10. It was $30. He said, I can't discount that one. It just is what it is. I'm like, okay, fine. He's like, all right, well, there you go. Just tap your card. He never even told me the price at the end after we threw in the $30.
That's how you know you got money, ladies and gentlemen. He's just buying the stuff all willy-nilly.
Well, let me just say, I was like, so I'm thinking like, oh, $110, right? Because it's 80 plus. He said he couldn't discount the 10. It was 30. I looked at my statement. It was I paid $68. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he
never charged the 10.
Well, but it's still less than the $80 for the Funkos. So it's like he gave me he gave me a
That
discount
sounds
for getting that.
crazy.
So I say all this to say it had like 2 Ascended Heroes and 1 Journey Together pack in there.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah. Or would there be another one that it would have been maybe not Ascended Heroes? I thought it was. But anyways, if it was Ascended Heroes or it was one right around that same time, I finally hit a card that paid for my
whole thing?
My thing.
What'd you hit?
I'm trying to locate it at this moment so I can tell you. But ultimately, it was like a $70 card. And it's like, oh, $70. That pays for literally everything
That's
I bought.
awesome.
I didn't realize that. But yeah, I've been on such a cold streak personally. Like just not pulling anything that I've been hoping to hit, like in any big card or anything like that, or even something that pays for the break itself or the box that I bought. I've just been,
You
cold streak.
You talked about your daughter collecting these Office Funko Pops. So while I was on vacation, we went on vacation with some friends, and they have some kids.
Oh, I didn't know you were with people. I thought it was just
Yeah.
the 2 of you.
No, I was with people this time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, our anniversary trip will be later on the end of August. No, end of September. So we'll go back to the beach.
Okay.
You know what these fugglers are? Have you seen these?
Yes. My nephew has some fugglers.
So they collect fugglers, and apparently there are some that are more rare than others.
Oh, really?
Like and they have these buttons where their butts would be. Like
It's a button where their butt
it looks
is.
like a butthole. It's a button.
What's the button do?
Nothing. It's a button, like a button on your clothes. Like it's sewn on.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like a butthole.
Yeah.
And they have but you know the whole story behind these fugglers, right?
No, I don't think
So it's like this person that was selling them on Etsy, and she would buy like these fake human teeth and make these dolls.
Oh,
and
that's
people
what
would buy them.
doing?
And then these, like it got so popular that these toy manufacturers got a hold of it, and she sold it off to
different big company.
You can go on eBay right now and find some original ones that she sold, and they're like going for like $2,000, something like that. Yeah.
Should I go out and buy some fuggler?
Dude, they're ugly. But now they have you can get like Powerpuff Girl fugglers. There's some SpongeBob ones. They're making these chicken nugget keychain fugglers. Like there's all kinds of different ones. They're hideous.
When are they going to make fuggler cards? You know they've got to, right?
You know that's coming.
I mean, if we have Labubu cards, if this is the next Labubu, it is funny. You never know, like with some of these sets or some of these new just collectibles. And
I bought some Italian brain rot trading cards over the weekend
Lord.
to make some content. I haven't opened them up.
Did you really?
And
That's
I bought
great.
some My Little Pony cards, but I digress. So
This whole episode is an I digress.
Yes, it's weird. But OP-17 might be one of the best One Piece sets.
Here's the thing.
It looks insane. There's so many good cards in there.
I am still on the Lorcana train. Lorcana has
Are you,
come down
bro?
some
Are
in
you
price
ready
for
this
Lorcana?
new set? Like, bro, I'm so hyped.
I
can't
I'm
wait
excited.
till Friday to pick these.
You
cards
already
up.
have some?
I don't have any. I got a guy.
Who's going to hook you up with retail pricing?
I already said, hey, hold me back a little. Something.
I don't love that Lorcana has come down in price so
Why?
much.
No, that's good.
It
Hey,
tell
can I
me.
continue to? That is the spike, and then downturn, but not back to where it
Yes.
started.
Yeah.
So leveled off, and then it's going to plateau. It's going to be a healthy
Yes.
thing. The spike is good because people were aware of it, so everybody went out and bought it at the same time,
Absolutely.
right? So if you're the moron that purchased the Jungle Ranger card for like $17,000 in a
Don't
PSA
be
10,
mean to that guy.
then that's you because you don't know what you're doing.
Well, what if yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have done it personally, but I mean, that's how a lot of these cards where someone like went out there. I think I just saw something about like a Kaboom of Wimby. Someone went out and bought it for like 500,000. It just sold for over $1 million. And I mean, that was the first sale to the next sale. So
That's
it's like
crazy.
So it's like, yeah, that
It went up
seems insane.
500,000 just in the next sale.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like I think it was like a year or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, afterward. It wasn't like the next.
I'm thinking like the next day. Okay.
No, like this is like one of, I think maybe the one of one.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
But all that being said, I don't know what that card will do in the future, but I do think Lorcana. I bought mine not thinking I was going to flip it tomorrow, right? Like some of the packs, I still may do some sales, like just selling packs from loose boxes, but the cases I've got, I'm still planning on holding all of it. And that's the beauty of like when I had purchased, which is right before it spiked even harder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still even or up a little on most of it.
You're upset because it went down because you invested on those cases.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't
sense.
want that to happen, but ultimately it's like, yeah, but it makes sense if it's going to continue to go up over time. Like you said, it's not going to go up forever.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
if
you had waited, you wouldn't be able to purchase the cases now because there wouldn't be any available.
No, they're available. You can go out and buy Fabled cases for $4,100.
And you paid
for most of them with taxes and shipping, I paid like $4,000. So I'm like barely up.
Okay.
But like, yeah, just a little bit. And so, and again, if someone were to buy it on here, they'd have to pay taxes and shipping. So really $4,100 probably equates to like $4,500 or something like that. So yeah, I'm still up from there.
But you got those Brazilian cases.
I have a Brazilian case, but it's the same cards. It's just from, and now I've seen multiple people showing. So
this is Brazil.
But yeah,
there's that movie.
I don't know. What is it?
Fast and Furious.
No,
6.
Oh,
something like that.
I was like, this can't be the first one. Yeah. So Lorcana, there's not a whole lot to update other than you're seeing prices leveling off in some areas. The only thing that I would be like more high on right now is probably, like you said, Attack of the Vine. Or if you are willing to not sell right away, I would definitely go out and look at some of these other sets that have come down in price.
I bought some booster boxes at PCB Hobby when I was on vacation.
Of what? Winter Spell? The one you did that video of?
Winter Spell.
Okay.
And did I get Winter Spell?
Winter Spell's the one you did the video.
Yeah.
Oh, Azurite Sea is like,
and Winter Spell.
Okay.
Because I didn't have boxes of those, so I went ahead and bought some.
Well, I looked at some of these. I still think we have a long way to go on Lorcana. And after seeing like the lines, like that was definitely a spike from people, resellers and flippers out there who were just looking for like the next big TCG to pop off. That said, everything that we talked about before is true. The IP is still very strong. Gameplay is getting more popular as of right now, at least. I think that is still put it in your closet, set it aside, and just don't worry about it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna start learning how to play the TCG.
Well,
it's my next step.
We should do it together. I think that'd be fun. A little bonding exercise. Anything else?
No, sir.
I feel bad for Shane for having to edit this thing. It's so long. It's such a long episode. But it was good. I mean, it was pretty disjointed. Our thoughts were all over the place, to be fair.
We need to reel it in a little. It didn't help with the technical difficulties.
Yeah, we had a lot of technical difficulties getting Funcle on. It didn't help either that Mike broke one of our cameras in the office, one of the lenses.
Well, I mean, we got it.
Well, when I say it didn't help, I was like, usually the time in between recording the SCN pod and then this one, I spent a lot of time like just kind of getting my thoughts together and putting it all in. But I was trying to fix that lens up until the time you got here, so just didn't have a chance. Thanks a lot, Mike, sabotaging the show.
Well, we'll talk more about your wardrobe next episode.
I'm glad that you had a fun time on your vacation. I'm glad you seem relaxed. Yeah.
Do I seem relaxed?
Yeah, more, maybe a little bit more
regular.
You just seem right. You are typically a relaxed person, though. I will say that you don't seem like a high-strung person. Are you?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I didn't know if you were like hiding something.
Like what?
We have to end.
Like skeletons in my closet?
No, I just didn't know if you were just like secretly like on the inside, just an anxious person that you just.
I mean, I am an anxious person.
Really?
Yeah.
You seem pretty cool, cucumberish.
It's my ADHD.
Oh, okay. I think that's what this whole episode or this whole show is. It's just our ADHDs just combining into one
amalgamation of parasitic infection.
On that note, we will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.